What's up, YouTube? We continue MSQ here. I believe we've got the Aery and confronting Nidhogg around the corner. We're back in Foundation / Ishgard to seek out Cid to gain entry into said Aery. So let's go ahead and speak with Alphanod. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing or mayhap even the Skyscale manufactory. But let us not waste time researching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Amric would seem the obvious choice, but there is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it. Count Edmond's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord M&M's is about. What's the helmet look like? Ooh, let's not do that. Lord M&M? Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Well, I trust. In search of a Cid Garland, you say? Then say no more. Taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, MSQ, we must find Cid and trouble him for this expert opinion. There he is. MSQ, Alphanod, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier. You say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. Gervanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it in their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. There must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Stinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. All right, I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lad show you. Come on, the manufacturer is not far. It is not far. This way. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one.
relies upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Oh, that's where this thing came in from. Okay.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
Seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
General Raban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, MSQ. Pressing through Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalin and lend what aid we may. Kataru, to our friends at the congregation, send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphinaud. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. This past time Oldal was delivered from this darkness. The Waking Sands. Oh, how many tickets do we have? We have 3 more tickets, dude. I wonder if we're going to actually be using these tickets. Like, there's like, after this, 2 more times that we're going to return to pray return. And we can fly. Oh, it's been a while since we could fly. Feels good. Just gonna do a little lap, a little loop-de-loop. Oh, feels good to fly.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Marion.
So I'm just gonna say this. Yugiri is this expansion's Minfilia. Like, her voice actress is so robotic, and it almost sounds like AI made.
We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
This is how you get Robon's left arm title. Let's go.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Uldar!
So right now I have Defender of Eorzeon. I'm definitely putting Robon's left arm on. Quick break for me. Our target is Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I'm told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, quietly rejoined the dwindling population of Silver Bazaar. Suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Mariel's still hiding in there. Where is the Silver Bazaar? Oh, all the way over there? Alright, we'll see you guys in a sec. Maria! She's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Long as fucking time ago, with a Lala named Kickapoo. I'm sorry if anybody's seen Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. Oh god, this Lala's name is Kickapoo. Okay. And what brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Mario, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Old Da, you might as well give up by now. The girl's done with city life. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this. Okay, maybe she's this way out to the city. No. She's definitely somewhere in here. One of the stalls, maybe. These buildings. Stairs up this way. This way. This way. Somebody down here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can fly. Duh. Maybe in this building. Nope. There we go. This bitch is here.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Oh, shit, buddy.
General Alden.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
She's thinking about it. Can she get out of this? Oh, come on. Seriously.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Would it, though?
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity, Omega.
Omega?
When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
Just kill this guy already. You've already killed Teleji. Just saw this potato in half.
I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since...
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits
Nah,
and
kill
start
him.
again with a blank ledger?
Nah, kill him. Kill him where he stands.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden.
Shut up, bitch!
You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleggi Adeleggi without trial?
Man, fuck both of these stupid potatoes.
Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
Shut up, stupid doolala piece of shit.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames.
Who the fuck gives this bitch the right?
The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in.
Who the
a
fuck
new
gave
age
Dulala
of
the power?
prosperity.
She's the one who can say who is acquitted and who is not. Who the fuck gave her this much power? Kill this bitch too. Where she stands. Kill them both, and then kill Mario, and we're good. Step on him. The 12th. I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Flame General Robon mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will.
the longest dream.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Yeah, but you're also one voice.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrius. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
He certainly chooses his moments to reveal information, doesn't he?
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Is it your choice anymore? You're not in control of them.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzean. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
You already know how I feel about him calling it his Crystal Braves.
How deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
That never changed, my guy. You just got too big of a head. Your Crystal Braves. I blush to speak thus of mine in a turmoil, but the fact remains. There is no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. I, and Olda too, shall flourish once more. General Roban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Ugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Obert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphinaud. To me? I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, I ask? You were there at the company's inception. It's only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Pray, return to the stones. Real. Commander, you're alive. An MSQ. I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. You'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye, but was still fighting the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you've a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We talked it over, see, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves? The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideas upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander, Alphinaud, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Pray excuse me, I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty. But as Thaliak is my witness, shall do everything in my power to earn it. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urianger in the Waking Sands and Tatura in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. MSQ, how in the seven hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Four Temps Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. You have fulfilled your obligations to the old Uns, then. Mistress Tatura has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garland's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Aery, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. I think I know where to go. It's near the Forgotten Night. Something heavenly.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the Mana Cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The Aery is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphinaud's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isard taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the Aery represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
I have pricked Master Alphanot's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Aery. Do not think me blind to his talent. A few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphanot will make a fine field commander. One does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. Should be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. We have tarried long enough. Let's call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mana Cutters. MSQ, old friend. The cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties tear through that windberry like a cermet drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior of Light, the Dreadworm awaits. I didn't even realize he was standing there behind me. You sure you're a dragoon and not a ninja? Okay, we're going to wait in queue and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, and we're back, and we have a full light party with us joining for the Aery. Thanks to the members of the FC, Glenn, aka Anonis, Cousin, aka Fate, and Bunny, aka Zaya. Let's go ahead and pop into it. These Mana Cutters. Just the two of... Okay, I don't want to ruin it. Is that Ray's Velgar? No, is that Nidhogg? Oh, that looks like Nidhogg. Almost. Oh. Ooh, got him. They had to show us his good side, 'cause the other side's missing an eye. Got him. Oh, sick. Let's frickin' go. Hell yeah. I wonder what's over there. It's like an empty space. Thought the baby dragon's up here. Who's this? Who is this? Duh. I'm gonna save my Dragonfire dive for like a gap closer. Two of them, good. I need them. Ooh, just like that. Let's see who's gonna get the tether. Ooh, the dragon joins. Nice. now we're okay. So we were on the outside. We climbed up. Now we're in the belly. We're in the belly of the Aery. Is that Nidhogg himself? No, that's a different dragon. He had 2 eyes. Ouch. Very rude. It's a lot of dragons. It's a lot of dragons. That's a lot of dragons. That's a lot of dragons. Damage increase. Oh, and now we're back up. We went up to go down to go up. I like it. I like it, honestly. Oh, because we'd technically be on the other side of it. Nice. Yes, get this. So Zaya has an incessant need to stand and take busters. We call them party busters. So it makes me giddy to see. Nice. Can you change this while you're in here? I don't see Rogon's left arm. This shit is crumbling. Just like taking in the sights and everything. It's interesting, like now having going through MSQ and stuff, like understanding the sights in the dungeon, and it's not just, for me it's not just anymore point A to point B, start a dungeon, end of dungeon, fight boss. Like all of this stuff has meaning now. Is that Elegant? Hey, that's Elegant stuff over there. I don't know what kind of implications that gives, but... Whoa, what's all that? These look like crystals. Ooh, they're like egg sacs, kind of. That's cool. He's pissed. That's cool, they look like eyes. Oh shit! Of course I'd be chosen. I have been chosen! Okay, serious, get serious. Oh, I just used my freaking life search, bro. Oh shit. Oh, that was crazy actually. I've never really paid attention to that. That came from him. Nidhogg crazy. Yes, this thing, Draconian Gaze, the Dragon's Eyes, limiting Nidhogg's strength. Oh, okay. That's good. Limit break! Oh shit! Damn. That was a hell of a blow. Just gonna disappear. He's just gonna disappear like that. Thanks again to Zaya, Fate, and Ananis. Alright, let's see what we got next. He's back. He's back for more. He's back for more. Oh my damn. Oh shit. It was also weird seeing Estinian's eyes. Wait, he's transformed into the Azure Dragoon. He's got both eyes now?
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Well, it's good. What color is it going to be? Purple? Black? Blue? No, we already have blue. We've got blue, yellow, red, violet. It's so cool. It's sort of like mirroring. I like this. This is cool. Is this the 12 Knights? Oh, this is the sister, Radarok, Radatasker's eyes.
They are ours, Lord Haldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Oh, Eyes of Nidhogg. And Haldrath, that was the first Azure Dragoon.
Aye, the worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Kreisvelga is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldrath, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it is plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance, shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory, only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
The four remains, the ruling four houses. Four Temps, Zamiel, Durandare.
Before then.
Forton, Hylanat,
Hylanar.
Durandare, and Zemail. But four houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history, to the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Giving me what? You give it to me?
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Heavensward. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Alrighty, let's really quick end this block. Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. And with that, we'll end the block. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. I know this one was lengthy, but damn, we got a bunch of lore.